Oh, boo-hoo, you're out of shape. You think it hurts. You have a peg leg. I hear excuses all the time, and I know why. No one wants to admit it, but it's true. Running is the best sport. I can sense the collective eye roll in the crowd and the muffled boos in the back. But no matter what you say, you know that I'm right. Running is superior to every single sport out there. For one, every single professional sport would suck if running was not involved in the game. Think about it. Soccer, football, baseball, hockey, basketball, all of those sports feature some kind of running. I mean, imagine all these sports if the athletes were just walking. Could you imagine soccer with even less scoring? I mean, it's already boring as it is. Football without running would just be a lame street fight in pads. Baseball without running would just be a bunch of fat dudes spitting tobacco and seeds at each other. Hockey would just be lame figure skating with sticks. And basketball without running would just be the NBA All-Star Game.
That's true.
Most of the people who play and watch these sports hate my sport. But without my sport, everyone would be watching and playing badminton. I don't know if you've ever watched badminton, but if one of those games doesn't make people thank you for running in sports, I don't know what will. Wait a minute. Even badminton has running. Have you ever been winded while going up the stairs at Gwyn? You know, I see people struggle to get up those stairs and I think, wow, I'm really sorry for you. But then I realize, wait a minute, no I'm not. Go run, be healthy, get that resting heart rate below 100. According to Runner's World, the average adult resting heart rate is 60 to 100. I know a guy who I ran with in high school whose resting heart rate is 27. That dude's heart is so strong, it could hold a celebrity marriage together. Like 27, my lord, that guy's so healthy, he's almost dead. In fact, speaking of lifespan, the New York Times released an article where they said every hour of running adds 7 hours to your life. The first thing I thought about when I saw that was, Dan, I'm really going to have to start investing because I'm going to be here for a while. I might have to stop running or I might actually get to see the end of Queen Elizabeth's reign. But honestly, the best part of running is the stories you get from it. I like telling people that the best conversations I've had have come on 8-mile runs. My freshman year, one of my teammates asked the infamous question, is a hot dog a sandwich? For the next hour, the 8 of us, all varsity guys, ran a consistent 6:30 mile pace and argued about whether a hot dog was a sandwich. And let me just tell you, it got a little insane. Like, I think that the people we ran past thought we were a bunch of muggers chasing someone because we were hitting each other, yelling at each other, and let me just say the conversation digressed quickly. Soon we were asking each other whether corn dogs were kebabs, cereal was soup, and whether water was wet. And I can honestly say that we never came to a conclusion, got no answers to our questions, but the time went by quickly, and we all made a memory together in the fresh air. Another great running story that no other athlete from any other sport can ever match is the time we went on a run in the older part of my old hometown. We were running down this abandoned road at dusk, and we found an old barn. We went to the barn and found a diary and found an incredible story about a girl named Catherine during World War II who lived in Cincinnati. I am not making this up, but in her diary, she talks about how her husband is away at war, and then she talks about how she cheats on him because she's lonely. Then she starts talking about how she needs to murder the person she cheated with so her husband does not find out. It was the greatest story I've ever read, and right when we were getting to the climax, we heard, "Get off my property, I have a gun," and we ran like bats out of hell. But you know what? Since we were all runners, we sprinted as fast as we could, got out of harm's way, and we were still in shape enough to get 3 more miles before dinner. But in all seriousness, running really is the best. Nothing brings a group of people together quite like running, struggling and getting in good shape as a community. I have a lot of friends who became like brothers to me over those 300-mile summers in the 100-degree summer heat. We were all in good shape and healthy and with a ton of memories. For all of you non-runners, don't feel the need to go quite that intense. But if you can find a group of people to go out and get 30-minute runs in with you, you will reap so many benefits. Not only will you get in great shape, but as the runs start getting easier, you'll have the most fantastic conversations. You'll get out in the fresh air, you'll get an awesome tan, especially if you run year-round, and you'll be able to explore so many different places and areas you can't doing any other sport. So, please get over the fear and admit to yourself that running is the best sport. Thank you.